Hello dear students, hope you all are good and doing well study at your home. This is your subject teacher of English from LPM Public School which is situated at Kolabazar, Gorakhpur. Dear student, in my previous video, I have already explained the poem Come Out With Me. Now today's video I am going to explain exercises of this chapter. So student, for that you all take out your New Champs English Reader book and open page number 13. So dear student, on page number 13 as you can see the exercises are given. So firstly, before starting the exercises I am going to explain again this poem to you. So you all open page number 12. So dear student, first of all tell me what's the title of this poem. The title of this poem is Come Out With Me, and I have already told you that who was the author of this poem. So student, tell me who is the author of this poem. So this poem is written by Alan Alexander Milne. Okay, and student, let's start the video. I'm going to explain one by one this poem, and after that I will explain exercises of this poem. So in first stanza we have read that there's sun on the river and sun on the hill. You can hear the sea if you stand quite still. There's 8 new puppies at round about farm, and I saw an old sailor with only one arm. So in first stanza the poet defined the beauty of the nature. That the poet says that how beautiful the bright sun spreading his light all the river and on the hill. One can hear the silence of the deep sea with a peaceful mind. Poet says that you can hear the sea when you stand still. One can see 8 new puppies at nearby farm, and old sailor with only one arm. The poet has tried to show different beautiful things in the world. The poet want to be friendly and energetic to see the joy, happiness of the world, or other than to be quiet or a shy person who prefer to be alone. In second stanza, but everyone says run along, run along, run along. All of them says run along. I am busy as can be. Everyone says run along. So there's a little darling. If I'm a little darling, why don't they run with me? So in second stanza, the poet has revealed the true nature of human being. The poet says that the people always busy in their regular and boring routine of life. For example, students are busy in their studies, parents are busy in their own life, so they always busy in their work. So following the never changing routine of life, a person ignored the fun loving child and him. The little darling is the child within us, that is the inner younger part of one person, that is child in our unconscious mind. So the poet says that the small child within us is questioning the person that if I am little darling, that why cannot you stop running from your busy life and enjoy our smallest beautiful moment of life. The next, in third stanza, there's wind on the river and wind on the hill. There's dark dead water wheel under the mill. I saw a fly which had just been drowned, and I know where a rabbit goes into the ground. So student, in the third stanza, the poet again tries to make us aware about the natural things which are always useful for us, like beautiful wind, river on the hill. The poet also speaks about the non-working large wheel which is under the mill. The poet also speaks about a fly and rabbit which goes into the ground. So student, it's over of third. Now the last stanza is, but everyone says run along, run along, run along. All of them says yes dear, and never notice me. Everyone says run along. There's little darling. If I am a little darling, why won't they come and see? So at the last stanza, The poet again says that the people ignore the bliss of the nature, means the peaceful joy of nature, and keep on struggling with the regular routine. People are so busy that they forget to spend time for their own peace and enjoyment and happiness. They only follow the boring routine of their life, and they never stop and not pay attention on this little darling. So student, this is the very interesting poem and which give us moral to we have to pay attention on ourselves. That is very important. We should enjoy the life, all the happiness of life. So student, that's it. Now we moving to the exercises. So firstly, there is a first exercise A. So dear student, in exercise A, write true or false for this sentences. So what will we do in this exercise? If the sentences are true, so for that we have to write true. And if the sentences are false, so we have to write false on the given blanks. Okay student, so let's read the given sentences. So the first sentence is, the sun shines on the river and on the hill. Dear student, you tell me this sentence is true or false? Have you know it? Yes, this sentence is true. That we learn in the poem that the sun on the river and the sun on the hill. So the sun is shine on the river and on the hill. So it is a true statement. So we have to write true on the given blanks. And we have to write the spelling of true. So student, what the spelling of true? T-R-U-E, true. So like this we have to write on the given blanks. First sentence is true. Now the second is, there are 5 new puppies on the farm. There are 5 new puppies on the farm. So student, tell me this sentence is true or false? We have learned in the poem that there are 8 new puppies at the farm, but here is the given number is 5. So we can say that this sentence is false. So for the false we have to write false on the given blanks. So student, what the spelling of false? F-A-L-S-E, false. Okay. Now the next, number third. The third sentence is, the child met a pilot. The child met with a pilot at the farm. This is true or false? So student, we learn in the poem that child saw a sailor, not pilot. So the given word pilot is wrong. So this statement is false. So we have to write on the given blanks false. Okay student? So we have done first, second and third. Now moving to the next, there is a fourth. In number 4, no one plays with the child because they are busy. No one plays with the child because they are busy. So this statement is true or false? This statement is right or wrong? So yes, it is a true statement, because in this poem we have learned that the little darling always complaining to the people that why are you all not pay attention on me. So that's why we can say that this statement is true, because no one plays with the child because they are busy. So we have to write true here. Okay, what is the spelling of true? T-R-U-E, true. Now we moving to the next, that is number 5. In number 5, there is a water wheel under the mill. There is a water wheel under the mill. So tell me this is true or false? So student, it is true. So we have to write true on the given blanks, that is T-R-U-E, true. We have to write the spelling of true. Now moving to the next, the last one is, the child is happy because she or he is called a little darling. Student, number 6 is, the child is happy because she or he is called a little darling. So this statement is true or false? So we have learned in this poem that everyone is to this little child a darling, but they never pay attention on him or her. So student, this statement is true. So for true we have to write here spelling of true, T-R-U-E, true. So like this we have to complete exercise A. Let's one more time we're going to check this. So first is the sun shine on the river and on the hill. So this statement is true, so we have to write true here. Second is there are 5 new puppies on the farm. So student, there are 8 new puppies on the farm. So here is the given number is wrong, so we have to write here false. Okay, there are 5 new puppies on the farm, so it is false. Third is the child met a pilot. So no, the child met with a sailor. So this given sentence is wrong, so we have to write here false, F-A-L-S-E, false. Number 4 is no one plays with the child because they are busy. So yes, it is right, so we have to write here true, T-R-U-E, true. Number 5, there is a water wheel under the mill. So student, it is true, so we have to write true on the given blanks. So this is T-R-U-E, true. Number 6 is the child is happy because he or he is called a little darling. So yes, it is correct, so we have to write for the correct true, T-R-U-E, true. Okay student, now moving to the next exercise. After completing exercise A, we are moving to the next exercise. So firstly we have to read this given definition of homophones, because it is the next topic which is related to the exercise. So student, firstly tell me what is homophones. So you have to learn this given definition of homophones. So the words that have the same sound but different spelling and meanings are called homophones. Whenever we call those words are homophones which have a same sound but different spelling and meanings. Student, what is homophone? So you must be say that words that have the same sound but different spelling and meaning are called homophones. For example, here is the spelling of here, H-E-A-R here, and another one is H-E-R-E here. Okay, these both words have a same sound but have different spelling and different meaning. Here is the one here means listen and another means place. Okay, and the next example is S-U-N sun and S-O-N sun. These both have same sound but these both words have different meaning and spelling. First sun is a star and second sun is a related to family. So these are the difference between these words. So student, let's do the exercise. In exercise B, write homophones for these words. So firstly you have to read the given homophones, and after that you have to write the different words which have the same sound but different spelling or meaning. Different spelling and meaning. So there is a S-E-A-C, so we have to write here S-E-E-C. Second is 8, E-I-G-S-T 8, so we have to write A-T-E 8. Third is deer, D-E-A-R deer. Next is D-E-E-R deer. Fourth is weather, W-H-E-T-H-E-R weather, so we have to write W-E-A-T-H-E-R weather. Fifth is week, W-E-E-K week, so we have to write W-E-A-K week. Fifth is break, so we have to write, there is the spelling B-R-E-A-K break, and we have to write B-R-A-K break. So like this you have to complete this exercise B. Okay student, I hope you all understood that how could we complete these exercises. So that's it for today. You have to complete exercise A and B in your notebook. And dear student, you also learn the definition of homophones, and you have to make many more homophones word in your notebook. Okay student, so that's it for today. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching my video. Thank you.